Hey, Shalawam, Shalawam. All praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalawam to you sincere Ahtham out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine. Shalawam to the elect, Tabernacle of David. Alright, let's get to it. So this one basically just did camp. And a couple situations happened, man. That was weird, but that was like a blessing. And also, so right before camp, as I said at camp, this dude pulled up and it was talking about that the 12 tribes chart is not real, because he saw that I had the 12 tribes chart right there beside me, and he's talking that mess, and I'm like, nah, bro, I subscribe to it. He was like, Google it, and I was like, all right, cool, like, hey, bro, you could step. So basically, and he was in his car, and then he just drove off, right? And then right after that, like literally, right, because I had already set up, was in my garment and everything, was about to hit the camera, about to hit play, and then as soon as I hit play, right even before I hit play, this brother came up and he was like, man, I see you out here every weekend and you're doing your thing. You've been doing good. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, the water, right? And he was like, God bless. And I said, Shalawam, etc., etc. So, and then he walked off, and now those two situations was like, I was like, okay, I ain't trying to feed into it anymore, but what comes to mind, the brothers already know where I'm going. Hebrews 13th chapter, let's go get it. Alright, verse 1. Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Remember them that are in bonds as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity, as being yourselves also in the body. Marriage is honorable in all, in the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterous power will judge. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as you have, for he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. So, understanding that, man, we entertain angels unawares. We entertain, and we should always have our conversation deeply rooted in this truth and sharing love to one another, brotherly love, for the most part, always, man. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as you have, for he hath said, I will never leave thee and nor forsake thee. That's truly trusting in Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, that he's with you. So as we go into certain situations, we dwell in those situations with the assurance that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is with us. And just as what came to mind also is King David, 2 Samuel 16, and starting at verse 5. And when King David came to Bahasham, behold, thence came out a man of the family of the house of Saul, whose name was Shamel, the son of Gera. He came forth and cursed still as he came. And he cast stones at David and at all the servants of King David, and all the people and all the mighty men were on his right hand and on his left. And thus said Shamel, when he cursed, come out, thou bloody man, and thou man of Belial. Yahawah hath returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, in whom stead thou hast reigned, and Yahawah hath delivered the kingdom into the hand of Absalom thy son. And behold, thou art taken in thy mischief, because thou art a bloody man. Then said Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, unto the king, why should this dead dog curse my lord, the king? Let me go over, I pray thee, and take off his head. Right? But hey, let's look at how King David handled it. And the king said, what have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah? So let him curse, because Yahawah hath said unto him, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore hast thou done so? And David said to Abishai and to all his servants, behold, my son, which come forth of my bowels, seeketh my life. How much more now may this Benjamite do it? Let him alone, and let him curse, for Yahawah hath bidden him. It may be that Yahawah will look on my affliction, and that Yahawah will requite me good for his cursing this day. And as David and his men went by the way, Shammai went alone on the hillsides over against him and cursed as he went and threw stones at him and cast dust. And the king and all the people that were with him came weary and refreshed themselves there. The main word basically is restraint. Holding restraint, keeping your bearings, keeping your emotions in check, keeping yourself in check, and, growing and making sure that you're protruding out the correct conversation and speech of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, the correct manner that we must move in at the end of the day. So then after camp, I'm here at the Dollar Tree right now, and as I was walking in, there was a brother outside, and I saw him from the register. I'm like at the register gotta get some tape, and this brother was outside, and he's by the door. He's standing by the door, and he opens the door for me when I walk out, and he says, "Shalom, brother," and I'm like, "What?" Maybe because I got my necklace on and beads on or something, maybe. Alright, but he said Shalom. I was like, okay, Shalawam. Just without thought, Shalawam. And that was it. But that was like just another thing. It was strange. Don't know the brother at all. But hey, that could have been, once again, a similar situation. So what happened at camp beforehand was a brother was on the scarf and marking side, that's the left hand side in a sense, because he was dissing the 12 tribes chart. And then immediately following that, a brother on the right hand side or whatever, just spirits, coming up and telling me to keep going and keep pushing. So that was a beautiful thing, right? And then here is a brother, basically, I guess he's saying shalom, so he knows a little bit about the truth. I ain't going into it asking what names he calling upon. I was just getting my stuff, and I'm going to the car, And Spirit came upon me to do this lesson to, entertain angels, man, in your midst. So you don't know who, you don't know where, and you don't know when they're going to come, and you don't know, but they watching, and they making that report, and you just got to treat everybody righteously and treat everybody correctly, and, that judgment that you put out there is going to come back to you. You reap it for what you sow. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is not mocked at the end of the day. So I just found those situations just not strange. I would say strange, but just, hey, Yahawah always throws you a hint that he's there, that he's doing something. He shows you a hint. I feel like you get some good, you get some bad, here and there and here, man, always. And that's another way to know that our power is working. Okay, so it's not all gonna be bad, and it's not all gonna be good. You are gonna be tempted. You're gonna be put through the fiery trial, and you're gonna be refined to be made better. So with that being said, all praises be to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalawam to you brothers out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine. Shalawam.